start with, I think this kind of the dictatorship of the future, I think will be very unlike the dictatorships which we've been familiar with in the immediate past. I mean, take another book prophesying the future, which was a very remarkable book, George Orwell's 1984. Well, this book was written at the height of the Stalinist regime and just after the Hitler regime. And there he foresaw a dictatorship using entirely the methods of terror, the methods of physical violence. Now, I think what is going to happen in the future is the dictators will find, as the old saying goes, that you can do everything with bayonets except sit on them. But if you want to preserve your power indefinitely, you have to get the consent of the ruled. And this they will do partly by drugs, as I foresaw in Brave New World, partly by these new techniques of propaganda. They will do it by bypassing the sort of rational side of man and appealing to his subconscious and his deeper emotions and his physiology even, and so making him actually love his slavery. I mean, I think this is the danger, that actually people may be in some ways happy under the new regime, but they will be happy in situations where they oughtn't to be happy.
After the death of Stalin, the communists realized in general that the method of control that they'd been adopting, namely brutal repression, was an inefficient method of achieving control over populations, and that it was more efficient to seek to achieve control through infiltration and deception and through the control of the minds of the target.
Two consecutive blue cars driving, exact same model too. You know, exact same model, blue car. It's kind of weird. Is this the guy who works here, or is this just some actor? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, what's interesting is that guy in the room there, who they used the other night. I think they're gonna kind of periodically use him to do. Oh, it's, you know. I think they're going to periodically use him to do exit entry things here and there. I think that was probably him that pulled up the other night. I didn't look at who was in the car, but I'm pretty sure, very likely was him. But, what's interesting is he looks a lot like the guy, that kid who they're using at the other place where I used to live. And I don't think that's accidental either. I mean, they will go so far as to, they'll put somebody in who looks like that person because they already know your mind has negative associations with that person. And so, very, very methodical. Because they can get anyone to put them in there. If it's just like some student or whatever, I mean, it's going to be the same price for them to put anyone in there anyway. So they can pick and choose who they want to put in. It's very interesting because his face, it's not the same guy, but he sure looks like him. He sure looks like the one guy with like the curly hair. I think he might be like Middle Eastern, I'm not sure. Not certain, but the exact same kind of curly hair. This guy might be a little bit younger, but looks very, very similar. And I think that's clearly intentional too, because they feel that I'll have negative, already have subconscious negative thoughts toward, you know, because of the other guy. And then you see a guy who looks almost identical to him doing similar things. And it's those are things they'll do, because you can do that. Again, it's going to cost them the same thing no matter who they put in there. It's going to be cheap. It's nothing to these people to put someone up somewhere like that. So, so they'll go so far as to be very methodical. It's interesting, even these people who they get to mimic you sometimes, they'll try to have people who almost look like you, or like, it's bizarre, like how, and it's all about, I believe it's all about how it's not even about your initial emotional reaction to it or whatever. It's about subconsciously. They understand how the human mind works subconsciously, and you already have a negative subconscious image of that person. Similarly, they want people out there to see you, the person. They'll get somebody who looks like you and put them out there so that others will see it and have a subconscious negative impression. Very methodical, but you know, from the outsider, they wouldn't look at that. They wouldn't look that deep. I mean, if I'd seen that a few times, okay, but I see it a lot with them doing things like that. And even when I think of it, when I look at people who they use to kind of mimic you or like fake TIs online, they'll do stuff like that too. They'll try and get it to be like the person, even down to their gestures, things they say and do, physical appearance, in some cases, not always. Like casting in a movie, because that's what you do, right? If you're casting in a movie, you'd have a specific look for that character that you wanted to cast in the movie. And a lot of it involves literally acting, like situational surveillance role player type of thing. It involves acting. It involves live action role play. So they want people who are going to look the part, and the looks are important in terms of that too, in terms of the subconscious impression of the person, because your mind already has, it's just like with that camouflage clothing. They're having all these people wear that military camouflage clothing. Very, very few of them have any idea why that's being done. They just put it on. They say, okay, I'll put it on. Whatever, they're getting, you know, a little bit extra pay, free accommodation, so they agree, they'll put it on. And then, to me, the real reason for that is to get people around them used to seeing that. To subconsciously program them just to kind of accept seeing it, to normalize it. The same way they're putting that QR code, images of it all around. It's to get you used to it. It's just to get you used to seeing it regularly, so you don't have any negative subconscious associations with it. You know, your mind has just accepted it as being a normal part of your surroundings. And in reality, that thing is very nefarious, very, they have ill intent with that for sure. And it's precursor to the whole Mark of the Beast prediction in the book of Revelation. Now, it's not at a point where people are going to have something in their forehead or their right hand as of yet, but it's a precursor. It's gradual, it's incremental. And they do things like that with subconscious programming, and you can see it in the targeting program as well. They choose people even down to the very nuances of how they look sometimes. For example, they also want to get intimidated people who are like bikers, big guys, just to, even though they're not going to attack, I mean, they could attack you, you don't know. But usually they're not going to have them, you know, do an act of serious violence, because it's a risk in terms of, if it does all come out, then that could be problematic for them. It's not to say they wouldn't do it, but still, just that presence. There's the police there, car number 69 there. That's the car they've used many times before. But still, just that presence. There's the police there. Car number 69 there. That's the car they've used many times before. Anyway, yeah, car 69 there. Police. So, yeah, because, so when they put people like that, like big, you know, really big type, biker type of people, tattooed all over, muscle bound, intimidating, it's meant to, affect you psychologically. It's meant to try to intimidate you, even though they're not attacking you or anything like that. Just the presence of such people all around you is meant to kind of send a message. And that as well is part of the trauma-based programming. Trauma-based mind control programming. Your mind's already going to have very negative associations when you see those people around, and you probably would anyway, even if this wasn't going on to you, right? But even more so when you know that they're being sent around you, and that, you know, there are people controlling them. You know, who's to say that they couldn't have some of those people do an act of violence? I wouldn't discount it at all. Of course they could. I'm sure they've had people killed by those people. But the targeting program isn't about murdering someone outright with violence. If that was the case, they'd just have to be done with it. It's about tormenting the person slowly. And also, it's experimental to see how they react, see how many people are going to withstand it for longer amounts of time. Others will, others won't. it's really about right now at this point gauging how they're going to use this, because they're going to use it on a lot more people in the future, or at least they intend to. What do they need to tinker with? What do they need to tweak? And I believe AI plays a big role in it too, in terms of how methodical all these things are, you know, like they're choosing people, like I said, down to almost identical physical appearance with other perps they've used in the past. That's not by accident at all. Like I said, when you're casting for a movie, you want a person who's going to play the part with a specific look. Just like when they're putting these shills online to discredit people, they want people with a certain look so that the outsider immediately, first impression, gets a negative first impression of the person. Subconsciously, they're just going to reject what they have to say based upon the way they present themselves, their image, the way they may be really vulgar talking, you know, using profanity all the time. And they choose people like that very specifically too. These shills, these people who they're putting online to discredit people who they're really targeting. Very methodically. It is literally like casting for a movie. That's what they're doing. Because the person is acting, essentially, right? That's what they're doing, acting. So much of this comes back to acting, the way they're using it, not only for deceit, but down to casting people for these roles. Very, very intricately, very precisely. They want specific personality types. That's a good place to sit, actually. I wonder... police up there again. So is that the same car come back around? Let me just see. Or is that 88? Can't tell from here. It might be the same car. Or it might be another one behind. You can see them up there at the intersection there. It's, just before the intersection up there. Let's see if I can see what car number it is. Surveillance role player standing by the car, sir. I think that's a different one, because, yeah, it's 88. So we had 69 and 88 behind there. Both, no crime in Elmer, no reason for them to be here at all, but they're both driving up here when I'm here. So that's two of them today. Take a look here. Yeah, like unbelievable. Like there's people who are cheering it on, AI, when it's literally going to replace you in your capacity to be able to work and earn an income. You're going to have to be reliant on the government because there won't be work. They're going to replace so many jobs that have been done by humans for so long with AI, and you gotta have something wrong with you to think that's a good thing. Doesn't matter how convenient it may seem. Everything they do is cloaked within this deceptive guise of convenience, of course. But there's another red shirt up there. Let's see if we'll see any of these protesters down here again. The actor convoy. That's what it is. The actor convoy. After they staged that skit with those politicians the other day, look at red shirt, like 3 red shirts up there. One there, crossing. 2 more coming up here. Guy there, the woman across the street, and then another red shirt is going to be coming along here shortly behind here. Wonder whether they didn't all just go out to the same bar together after they staged that little skit. I wouldn't be surprised. With those actors from the convoy, or whatever they call it now. The Freedom Crisis Actor Convoy. Ridiculous. Yeah, so there's Parliament Protective. Is the convoy? Have we got people there? Oh, maybe they are there, I don't know. 3 cars, yeah. I wonder if they're up there. Let me just take a walk quickly and see. I think that's where they were filming that the other day. Let me just take a walk. I got some time. Go this way. Another red shirt there. It's literally just like 4 at this intersection since I got here. Another one down there. See? Wow. Red shirt there. Red shirt over here. Yes, here we go. This one is red shirt too. 3 Parliament Protective Services here. Yeah, the Parliament's right up there too. The Parliament buildings. See if we can see any of these trucker convoy actors, these paid actors, paid agent provocateurs, who are here to make people who are against the COVID tyranny and against the vaccine seem crazy. That's why they're here. They're here to make people who are against this tyranny seem crazy. And they're here to act intentionally unhinged and present the image that people who know the truth and who are against absolute tyranny and this one world dictatorship are somehow crazy. So that's what they're here for. They work for the state, make no mistake about it, but let's see if they're here. Let's take a quick walk. We got time. There's Parliament buildings there. There's a bit of activity there today. Yep. I don't usually come up here. There'll probably be the police will probably show up here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people there. Well, this is like a major tourist spot. It's the Parliament building, so just walking up there. Look at, check it out. Check it out here, okay? As I move, he moves into. See that? How obvious that was. I don't see any of those fake protesters here. I think they're further down near Bank Street. Oh, hold on. Oh yeah, they are there. They are there too. Let me just do a walk by. These are these actors who they pay to intentionally act crazy, to discredit people who are against all the tyranny. And they're with the staged fake convoy. I'm just gonna walk past them. Yeah? Let's get a glimpse. These are the same actors they used in the staged convoy a few years ago. Same paid government agent provocateurs. Let's take a look here. No more silence. A lot of people taking pictures here. Tourist spot. This guy's an actor, the guy over there. I'm not going to say anything to him. Just let them do this thing, you know. I don't want to engage in conversation with people who are pretending to be people who they're not, you know. Just wanted to take a look here. There's only a few of them out here today. All red shirts over there too. I'm going to go back here. Let's go back. Yeah, these are actors. They're right about that though, but look at the red and blue for masonry too, eh? Red and blue for Freemasonry. I'm not going to ask him about that because he'll just deny if I say anything about it. Okay, tourist attraction here, the Parliament buildings. Wow. I don't usually come down here, but nice view today here. Got a little bit extra time. Let's take a look here for a minute here. Parliament buildings here. Man. Let's take a quick look. here. They'll have the cops drive by me probably on the way back. I don't usually come up here, so I suspect they'll have them. Wow. A lot of people here today. It's the Parliament there, yeah. See, these people, they want you to believe they're legit, and their causes are good, but you can see they got the red and the blue. The writing is in red and blue for Freemasonry. Very clear. It's fake opposition. He's got the COVID 1984 thing, though. I'm not going to say anything to him. I just don't feel like talking to people who are misrepresenting who they are. Watch, we'll see the cops or something on the way back here. I wonder if I should say something. No, I don't want to. Oh, look at this guy. Check this out right now. Actually, maybe I should. Maybe I should. There we go. I should say something. I'm gonna have to. See, another thing they're doing with these people is they're having them seem like dope smoking hippies to discredit them. You can see they're smoking weed. They want them to come off as being like, just like the hippies, like, you know, just like a bunch of drug addicts. And of course they act really unhinged. But today they're not. They're just, you know, standing there doing their thing. And freedom fighter, yeah, sure. Freedom chill. But these are the actors here who they use to work alongside the government to enact new tyrannical laws. And that's it. So we got another biker there. What's he wearing on the hole on his head? At least we got the face on camera. Smile too. That's funny. You can see, so the bikers that show up at the intersection all the time wherever I go, she just kind of smiles. I got her on camera though too, so I'm glad she smiled for the camera. Yeah, they send these motorcycle gangs everywhere I go. Some of them are off-duty cops. A lot of them involved in masonry, off-duty cops, firefighters, military. There she even smirked, you can see. So, had a bunch of them show up at the intersection when I was down there. I would have preferred if they sent the police so I could get a picture of the police, but instead the bikers work with the police anyway, so it's pretty much one and the same. And she knows that I wanted my footage there. She knows. Another edge right there. Okay. Let's go down here. Yeah, and those are biker gangs, those people there too. So again, they're allowed to operate because the police get a cut of the drug money. You see the tattoos all over her arms too, probably Kabbalah stuff on her arms or something occult related. Okay, anyway. Head down here, yeah. So we gotta look at the fake opposition actors there. Another rich shirt here. How many is that so far? So they send those bikers, and they always, a lot of times, it's very precise. They'll synchronize at intersections when I arrive. They have them at my workplace at night, all throughout the night, driving past my workplace on a completely quiet street, even at like 4:30 in the morning. So I take a small body camera and record them, and I got a lot of footage, but I'm not going to put that out yet. Just for privacy issues, whenever there comes a time when I'm not working there, I'm going to show all the footage of the things that have been done in my workplace, and there's a lot. But I'm not going to do that now, because if you do that, they will try to mess with your job and stuff like that. So I'm going to wait on that. I have all that backed up on USBs, lots of footage, lots of biker stalking, so you can see them there today. Is it open now? Oh, over here? Oh, thanks, man. Another red shirt over there. That looks like the same guy. Let me go up there and take a look. That looks like that same biker creep that was standing there that other day. I think it is him too. The guy who I put in the video the other time, who was kind of lingering there for like an hour and a half. It looks like him on this side of the street here. I'm just gonna go casually walk past. Did we look here? Yeah, it is. Same guy you saw in the other video where they sent them to kind of linger wearing a biker t-shirt, something about bikers. So as I arrived to go in the library, he happens to be positioned across the street there, just sitting there, staring across where I'm going to enter. You'll see him in the thumbnail of my other video when he was sent to Intimidate. After all night they had bikers driving around and around to harass at my workplace. He was sent to stand right where I was going to be with a old biker t-shirt. And obviously they're aware I put him in the thumbnail, so as I arrive he's positioned right there next to the library that I was going to enter, right across from it, staring across. So I'm going to go get another shot of him and show you again how they purposefully send these people. You see a guy in the red shirt there, he's probably with them. Usually when they do these things they'll have somebody else who's with them. So you'll see this is the same guy who was in the thumbnail, and he happens to be here right as I arrive again, so we'll get him in the thumbnail again. He's positioned in an area right where they know I'll see him, because he's right across from where I was going to enter. So the other time they had him standing at the front there. And today he's just sitting here staring. But these people around here are also with him too. Some of them are. So they know I'm going to come by and glance at his face and the footage. So I'll just go very casually here. Time he was really getting irritated too, because he could kind of see I was filming. He was like barking to himself and everything. So anytime you get footage of one of these people, usually if you put them in a thumbnail, they'll send them back again. And that's just to reinforce who they are. And he was sent to Intimidate again. Not intimidated by him at all. That's why I'm going to get more footage of him here. Just casually walk by. You'll see it's the same guy from the other video very clearly. So I'll just walk by. Casually. He's not wearing his biker t-shirt today though. Same guy. I'm not going to waste time filming for long, but you can see. And he's positioned, that's where I was going to enter, right? The library there? He's positioned here, where they know I'm going to go in. So, there you go. They'll always send them back if you capture footage, particularly if you put them in the thumbnail. So, there he is there. Not too intimidating today though, that's for sure. Yeah. Just an old biker, huh? Yeah, sure. Anyway, we'll go in here. That doesn't surprise me. They waited a while before sending him back so it wouldn't be quite as obvious. But there he is. Now as I go in, he's looking over again. So there we go. So there's police up there, but way ahead though. I can't really say much about that one because that's way up ahead there, passing there. But they didn't time it properly. Maybe there'll be another one when I come up. We'll see. I was way off in the distance there. Oh, another one there. Police there. See that? Okay. So one going this way and another one going that way. So that one was closer there. So just both directions, police there. Just as I'm coming to, well, not too far from exiting the cemetery. They switch it up so it's not, it's not always going to be the same location, but it's just the point of them showing up in your plane of view all the time, continually. So you can see that they're going both directions. One went down that way from a distance, and then another one closer, going down this way here. Same thing last Saturday when I left. Had two police cars, different ones, both going up that way as I came toward the plaza up there. I couldn't see the numbers on that one. That was quick. Maybe if I review the footage, I'll see the second one. The first one, it was too far at a distance, though. But that second one going this way, I'll have to review the footage to see if I can see the number. I like to always get the numbers and the times just for my records to show how frequently it happens, and for records of who's involved in it too. So, there's those streaks in the sky up there, man. And chemtrails up there. Last Saturday, I was up here, and they came right up close, so really close to me up here. So get a glimpse of him there. In shorts, buddy. Oh, yeah. Good to see he's in touch with his family. So yeah, a lot of streaks in the sky today, a lot of visible chemtrails up there. Now, you can clearly differentiate that up there from cloud, from actual cloud. That's thin and streaky, and it does not have the formation of cloud at all, not the substance of cloud. Over there, that's cloud. Further down, that's cloud there. Over there, that's not. That's streaks in the sky. You can see the way they're spread out in very thin patches. Clear difference, clear distinction between that and actual cloud. Oh, look at it right here, okay? Check this out here. So, of course, they know where I'm gonna go. And you see this here. Okay, let's see how long this goes on for, okay? Let's see how long this goes on for. First, I'm just gonna go look at the car number, pass across there. Now, they know where I'm going, okay? I'm gonna go over to this plaza here. So, back to the old tricks, back to the old stalking routine. You can't say this isn't stalking when they know the precise location you're going to and he's just idling there. So I'm going to walk up and get the number. Then what we're going to do is we're going to film at a distance on the sidewalk and show you how long he just sits there and show you that he or she has been sent to stay here as long as I'm here, okay? I'll show you that. Because we're going to stay here and film from a distance. I'm going to get the car number too. And just walk up and have a glimpse there. I don't really even have to ask him for directions. I'm just going to get a glimpse and then go from there. This is what they're getting paid to do right here. You can see this, and they're back at the old activities here. So we'll just get a glimpse of this stalker here. It's all done because they know where I'm going to go. It's all intentional intimidation and harassment tactics. So. Notice them now. There's the glimpse here. What's the car number? 45. 45. Okay. Just gonna ask this guy for the time, get him on camera, and then we'll head back over. And then we'll film and show you how long he's just going to get paid to sit here while I'm here to harass and intimidate. Bonjour. This is all intentional. It's all an act. We'll see how long it goes on for. He's on the phone. He wasn't on the phone when I was walking up here. You could say that very clearly. He drove past just as I was coming to the cemetery. This is all fake. He was told to do this if I ask him for directions. So. I think I got him on camera now already, so. Yeah, he's intentionally dragging this on. So you can see a badge number and name. I'm just going to show you how long he's going to sit here, and we're going to film the whole time. You can see it's illegitimate. I was going to go up there. They knew I was going to go right up to the plaza there to enter in to get a few things. So you can see them drive up in front of me, in front of the cemetery. I was going to ask him for directions, but he's just going to drag that on, saying he's on the phone. I already got the footage of him that I needed. That's the only reason I sometimes ask for directions, is so that I can get the stalkers who are involved in it on camera. So. You can see that here. There's no doubt what that is. They've done the same things for 2 years, parking right in positions where they know I'm going to be going. And he's getting paid to sit there in the car as long as I'm here. So we're going to film him as long as he's over there. I'm going to be on a public sidewalk there, and we're going to show you how they do nothing. No legitimate work. And then when I walk away from there, he'll turn up wherever else I go. Now this isn't the stop I was going to go to. I'm just going to position myself here to film the criminal stalker there, getting paid to do nothing and to intimidate people. So we'll just go from here. Keep track of the time on the glasses. I'm going to start the body cam now too, because this could take a while. And they'll have some community-based agents coming by here too. So I actually, I just wanted to get him on camera, so the directions didn't really matter. I was going to ask for directions, but just starting to record with the body cam as well as the glasses here. I'm just starting to record with the body cam as well, because this could take a while. This guy's been sent over here to stay here the whole time I'm here. I was going to pass by him and go over to the plaza there, but I want to show you, because if I film him from the parking lot, he may come up and say, what are you idling so long on private property for? So I'm going to stay on the sidewalk, and I'm just going to film him and show you what he's been sent here to do. Also show you that this is what they get paid to do. It's absolutely nothing. Same routines for 3 years, showing up everywhere I go. They don't do any real work. They don't deter crime. They don't do anything legitimate. They work with drug dealers. They stage fake events in coordination with the media. So I'm not going anywhere until that car moves. If that car stays there 3 hours, I'll be here 3 hours. So it may get kind of long and tedious, but I'm just going to put that out there. Now what will happen if he does drive away before I leave? You will see that he'll show up again, or another car will show up again wherever I go. So just watch this here. It's going to take a while. We'll just take note of the timestamp here, okay? Take note of the timestamp for both the glasses and the body cam. Now I just switched the body cam on because the glasses only last an hour, okay? So the glasses only last an hour. So this is going to be a while. He's going to sit here for a while. He's been told to sit here until I pass and then drive off, synchronize his driving off after I've passed. It's what is known as a disruption tactic. CSIS trains them in these activities. It's done to purposefully let the person who's the subject of your criminal harassment know that you're doing that intentionally, to send a message to them. Now, as I was coming up from the cemetery, this car here passed by, another police car went up that way, and then he positioned himself right here, knowing where I was going to go, as per my routine. So, I have my cell phone with me today too. Last Saturday, these creep stalkers also showed up as well. So, yeah, all I wanted there is to get a shot of the criminal who's involved in it and put him on. So I wasn't going to wait around because he had the whole phone call thing was fake anyway. He wasn't on the phone right away when I was coming up there, and then he was told to just say that. I wasn't going to engage him in any conversation. I was just going to ask for directions to one area just to have the footage of the criminal who's involved in it. I got the car number too, so this is going to be a while. I'm not going to just, I'm going to stay here as long as he's here, but it could take a while. They knew exactly where I was going. You've seen my videos. If you've watched my videos, 2 years of these people doing the same thing. Aylmer, Quebec, there's no crime, virtually no crime, other than that which these people set up with their criminal drug dealers who they enable. And that's all. Yeah, okay. Now he's going to drive by, and when I start to move, they'll send another one. You'll see. Watch. Maybe he's going to drive over to me. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he is. Yeah, he's just going to drive past here. He's been told I'm going to wait it out. So when I start to move again, you'll see another one come by. Is this another one here? I think it might be. 45. Let's see here. What's the matter? You're not going to wait there? Sit there, get paid to do nothing? Okay, there we go. Know what that was, very clear. Okay, so now I'm going to continue to move again, right? I think they told him to leave now because they didn't want to drag it on too long, because they know I'm going to film him the whole time he's there. If he was to sit there 3 hours, I'll film from here for 3 hours. So every time they do shit like that, I'm just going to show the public what they're getting paid to do, and anyone could see, while looking at my 2 years of evidence of these criminals showing up everywhere I go, that was purposeful intimidation. I'm glad I got the goon on camera. Now I'm going to continue to where I was going, and as I come out, you'll see them again. You'll see them again, so that's okay though. We'll take our time here.